Hi guys, welcome to the Fearless Indian. Today we have Ms. Shweta Shalini here with us. Ma'am here is a BJP spokesperson. For the longest time that I can remember, ma'am has been a woman entrepreneur and a technology expert. Ma'am was also heading the IT cell of BJP Maharashtra for a very long time, and now she has a very big role and responsibility of being the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson. Thank you for coming here, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'd just like to start by asking you this question. Usually you go for some other medium, being spokesperson of Bharatiya Janata Party. I'd expect you to be starting off with radio or TV. Why then have you chosen this medium, the online platform?
When you introduced me, you said I'm a technology expert,
Yes.
right? And also I represent youth in Indian politics today. So every youth that you know of would know that today there is a huge online medium boom that is happening in the technology industry.
Right.
And I personally feel that a spokesperson, a party spokesperson, should reach out to various audiences. This is a medium that actually reaches your home and every home at the click of a button, whenever you want. Also, it connects. It can help get me a lot of feedback, because today one of the reasons I'm here is because one, I want to represent young, new, innovative thinking minds, but I also want to get a feedback from everybody and take it to the right authority so that the party and the government benefits from each and every person and is also connected to each and every person. And I thought, this is a young media, yours is a good channel, so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start with this medium.
So, ma'am, you're kind of saying that having mostly senior members or spokespersons, usually they'd end up at prime time. They'd be taking all the limelight and all, but it's essentially just a one-way channel. This would be more or less a two-way communication street. Having yourself, you have a good online presence, and we're aware of your online presence, and having that coupled with an online interview. Do you think it's better to have a two-way medium in that way?
See, a prime time or the media today is primarily known for the debates that they have or the interviews that they have, and they primarily run on TRPs. So the issues that actually are picked up are issues that get the eyeball rolling.
Right, of course.
But how do they touch people's lives? Issues that are actual governance issues.
Right, of course.
So, for example, there is a cabinet decision taken. There are on a weekly basis, right? There are GRs that come out on a daily basis. There are people whose problems are solved by the government. There are new policies which are made. But because one, it attracts only a small audience, or they don't have a platform to reach out to the right kind of audience, it does not reach the people. Now that is where I feel, for driving good governance agenda, there is a gap in the market, and a good channel can actually take this up and move forward. I personally feel that another medium is just about welcome.
That's a very fresh thought, because most leaders even now, of course we have most of our leaders and political leaders on a lot of different media, as such, social media. But to see you like for example, take that up personally and believe in it yourself is wonderful, because we mostly have teams carrying around and teams working for them. But if you're directly involved and you have a conversation there, you have your own opinions getting out. There's nothing more genuine than in that situation. So that's really commendable. Right, so, ma'am, we hear so many stories about entrepreneurs these days, and there's a lot that's being done in our country for entrepreneurship to reach new heights and promoting. But we don't really see a lot of women entrepreneurs, and they're a rarity, and it's very difficult to become one even because there are a lot of challenges and a lot of things to consider. In your experience, how was your experience of being a woman entrepreneur?
First and foremost, I want to correct you
Right.
that being a woman entrepreneur is not challenging.
Okay.
I think it comes very natural to women because women are born multitaskers.
Okay.
So if actually women want, they can really take up entrepreneurship very easily. In fact, it helps them to manage their time the way they want to. Right? Women are also very focused in their lives. Yes, there is a glass ceiling that people talk about.
Right.
The challenges that come across for any entrepreneur also comes in front of women entrepreneurs. But they have an additional responsibility of balancing home with their startup or entrepreneurship. And that's where a bigger challenge is. So yes, today I teach a lot of women entrepreneurs. I do a lot of training programs.
Right.
I do a lot of talk shows. I interact with a lot of them. I mentor quite a few of them. Now, with this additional role, I'm very glad that I can reach out to more women entrepreneurs.
That's a very good. That's a very good move. I would say that's a very good. What you said is completely true as well, and why I was saying it's a little difficult is of exactly what you said. Because in corporates we usually see that you get maternal leave and you get certain perks and benefits, but if you have your own startup, it's just twice the responsibility. So I'm sure it's tough, but you've done it. So
all you need to do is consider your startup as your second child.
Right.
That's it.
That's
helps.
a good strategy. That's very different, but of course. Also, I'd like to ask you. So, what expectations do you have for the new role, ma'am? What plans up ahead? Because it's a big responsibility and something that I'm sure you've been looking forward to fulfill. So, just a bit more about that.
Yes. So I've started planning for my new role as spokesperson. I just mentioned to you that a spokesperson, ideally, I feel, needs to reach out to people. Now, one of the biggest reach is obviously television, but there are other mediums. Print medium today is not that popular that it used to be a decade ago. But you cannot replace the traditional print medium. If you have to reach out to a vast area, a vast country like India, or a vast state like Maharashtra, the nooks, corners, villages, panchayats, what actually reaches out is the print medium. Also, you will be surprised that there are medias or media houses that cater to specific segments. So, whether it be a specific area or a specific segment, a specific profession, there are mediums or print media houses that primarily reach out to those set of people. Now, consider this: when the government works, it does not work in silo. And the government work is a vast. It is huge. It is a huge organization which takes hundreds of decisions on a single day. Now, these decisions need to be translated into value that people can derive out from them. It doesn't make any sense to. We are in a democracy, right? We are one of the largest democracies of the world. And the problem with democracy today is that we remember that we are a democracy only when election comes by. Right? So every 5 years we remember that we are a democracy.
Right.
With online medium coming by, social media becoming very strong, democracy has strengthened, which means that on a daily basis you can get people to interact with, or you can get a feedback from the people. Right? Now, essentially, very similarly, we want feedback from different segments.
Right.
So, if we have made a ruling, a policy for the automobile industry, it is important that the automobile industry comes back to us
Right.
to give us the right kind of feedback. Now, for us to reach out to those people, it is important that we reach out to the right media.
Right. Of course.
And there is media available today. What we need to do is to interact with them and ensure that our voice reaches there. And that precisely is going to be my focus, my priority, because I would feel that, and I still feel that democracy is, or politics is going to change only when every person gives his feedback and government listens to them on a daily basis.
Wow. That's actually a really genuinely different and very strong thought process, because of course it's always a one-way thing, and like exactly how you said, reaching all the nooks and crannies is going to take time for online to come up, especially in India.
I'm sure, and I'm sure it's going to take time for my plan to come into action.
Of course, no, it's a very, very big plan, as you just heard, and very ambitious plan, ma'am. And
but I hope that I can get the support of the youth.
Of course.
And more importantly, it's going to be I hope that people welcome this change and come back to us with the right kind of opinion, and we can help taking it to the right authority.
Of course.
Right, guys, so that was an interview with Ms. Shweta Shalini of BJP for the Fearless Indian. We're going to have a lot of such interviews coming in the coming weeks, so stay tuned to this channel. Please like, share and subscribe. And we're also on Twitter and Facebook, so please visit those websites and like and follow us there as well. Thank you.